Hey guys, I think I still have it because my laptop's still trying to cool itself down, but there might be a setting that I can like set the audio settings. I wonder if I can change the background noise or something so it doesn't. Hey, how does that sound? Does that sound any better? No.
It's better than it was originally because we couldn't hear you at all, but we can hear you now.
Oh, that's a shame. I've just sort of changed the audio settings to like suppressing background noise. Okay, if it gets too bad, I can always put it on my phone. So see how we go. And if I can put it on my phone, I will. I can't share the screen on my phone. That's the only thing. Guys, can you see that? Can you see that Capricorn screen? Yeah, great. Okay. Okay. Well, actually, now all we need to do now is, as long as you can hear me, okay, just going to get into a space where you can have a meditation, maybe like 10-15 minutes. So either you can sit, you can lay down, however you can be comfortable, and just have your paper and pen, something to draw with. It doesn't have to be today, it won't be like a pretty picture or something, it's more kind of diagrammatic. So just as long as you've got something that's close by you to reach. I think it stopped making a sound. And any sound problems, just unmute yourself and tell me, or type a message in the chat and I'll try and look at the chat to see if anybody puts anything in. Great. Oh, super. So if you have a candle or any incense or anything like that that you want to light, And just closing down your eyes. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more in through your nose, out through your mouth. Inviting any tension to just drop away. Feeling that that breath is inviting you into your body. Inviting you to be in your earthly body. And as you relax in this space, with your eyes softly closed, having your focus and gaze into that third eye space behind your forehead, as if you can peer into it. And as you're peering in, focusing on your breath, noticing your inhale and your exhale, the Durga and the Shikshama, noticing the qualities of your breath, noticing how smooth your breath is today, how fine your breath is today, and taking a moment to steady your breath so you can see that it is equal how you're breathing in to how you're breathing out. And in the space that you're in, feeling your space, finding your place on earth, feeling into your earthly body, feeling into your skeleton, feeling into the very bones of your being. Those bones connected to our Capricorn season, your joints. Imagining the weight of your skeleton, the weight of your earthly body anchoring you here to the earth. And as you feel that anchoring down to the earth, imagine the earth underneath you. And with no right or wrong, just simply gazing into that third eye space. How does your earth feel for you? Does it feel like you are literally sat in earth, in a garden, in turf, on the mud? Or does it feel as if you are sat on top of a globe, like the whole world is underneath your hips? And as you imagine yourself and envision your body, your skeleton, the weight of your being on the earth, take your view a little bit further out into space and gaze down at your body. So you can gaze down from above, seeing your beautiful human form weighted by its bones and skeleton to the earth, seeing the earth underneath you. And as you gaze up towards the heavens, see the night sky above you. And imagine the constellations that are up there. The twinkling stars. Maybe as you gaze up, you recall the last time you saw the moon. Maybe as you shift your gaze a little bit more, you can see that clear 3 stars that make up Orion's belt. Maybe you can see 1 star that is particularly bright in the sky. And as you gaze into it, feeling your earth beneath you, heaven above you, imagine this is your North Star. And as you gaze, feel a pillar of light coming from this star, linking down through the center of your body. The pole star from the heavens, coming all the way down into your body and through your body down into the earth's core. So you are connected simultaneously to the heavens above and the earth below you. Holding this image in your mind's eye, feel your earthly body. Feel this gorgeous light connection alignment from the earth to the heavens above you. While in your third eye space, you can see your North Star twinkling, shining. As you focus on your North Star, you're aware of the other constellations turning slowly around you. And this sensation of the earthly connection and that spiritual heavenly realm is happening all at the same time. You can feel this continuous parade of stars moving all the way around you. And at the same time, you're anchored in this stillness, in this bone connection to the earth, knowing that you are centered and grounded, feeling that core connection, your core connection to the earth, and your light core connection to the heavens above you. So just enjoy this sensation for a few moments, and noticing how you feel, noticing your North Star, and feeling that you are pivoting between the earth and the heavens, connected by this pole star of light running through you. Staying connected to your North Star, as you gaze into it and you feel the brightness and brilliance, allow yourself to be open to what this means to you. What is your North Star? What is your North Star in terms of purpose and direction in life? It doesn't have to be something extravagant. It could be something as beautiful as simply being a good human, being kind to other people, being kind and compassionate to yourself. Could be saving the planet. Allow yourself to be open for a couple of moments, to receive without restriction your North Star. Or it could be for you in terms of purpose and direction. Allow a picture to unfold in front of you. As you gaze up into the heavens, feel yourself opening that spiritual connection, as if just by the slight lift of your chin, you feel this beautiful line of energy open in your spinal column, and it invites this light and illumination to come down from the heavens through the crown of your head, all the way down your spine, through the center of your being, down and reaching down into the core of the earth, connecting you both spiritually and earthly simultaneously. Bringing ourselves back into the bone density of our being, connecting with our earthly self. I invite you to start to breathe, still with your eyes closed, but breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose, softly and gently, breathing in through your mouth, out through your nose. And as you breathe in this way, feel that you are inviting that air and space, that spiritual connection in through your physical being, and you're anchoring it here, down into the earth. So as you breathe out through your nostrils, it's as if you are offering that energy, that prana, literally through you into the earth. Allowing yourself to feel back into your body, feel back into the space that you're in. And if you have a particular way that you like to re-earth yourself from a meditation, then feeling free to move in that way. But if you feel like bringing your palms together, especially if it's bright where you are, and placing your palms over your eyelids to feel that connection, and just blinking your gaze back into your palms through your fingers. And whenever you find yourself back in your room, just reaching for your pen and starting to write down what your North Star is. Just so free write, as in without thinking, simply allow your pen just to go on its own messy journey. So it doesn't need to make sense. You don't need to share it. You can do if you want to, but you don't have to. Just allow that. What does your North Star mean to you? What does it mean in terms of purpose and direction in life? And if as you write, you start going off piste and it comes into something else, that's cool too. There are no rules. Just allow your writing to be fluid. So just writing whatever comes to you. And then if you've done that, you can still keep going if you're still writing, but if you've finished, we're going to draw a square on another page. So draw a big square, and this square is going to represent your temple home. So you can just draw a square. And this is going to be the temple for grounding our North Star. Okay, so we're going to draw a square, and then depending on like how artistic you are, in the square, at each corner of the square, draw a pillar. So maybe that pillar is just a circle, and that's totally fine, because this is just for you, but to help you represent it. So you might be drawing kind of your interpretation of a temple, but maybe it's just a square. Mine was just a square with 4 circles in each one. And each of those circles is a pillar. And those pillars represent a core value that's going to help you practically and ethically align. So your vision of your North Star, just thinking what's connected to that vision in terms of core values or things that might help you bring that vision into reality. So they might be core values or principles. So for me, my North Star is creating a bigger healing community that is doing good for the planet, for each other, supporting each other, and growing and sharing. And in my 4 pillars, one of them is relationships and community, and another one is with love, sort of doing everything with love and coming from a space of love with everything that I do. And the third one is tenacity and consistency, which I think is my Capricorn going up the hill, kind of plodding along and just keep going. And then the 4th one is authenticity. So I've put on this PowerPoint, like a rough little guide, so that after this, if you wanted to do it again or do it with someone else, you'd have enough information to be able to just go through it with maybe someone else if you wanted to try doing the same exercise again. Because of this time of year, I feel like it's probably something that you may have been thinking already. So you might have stuff that's, for me, some things that I'd already been thinking about. So it felt like they came quite easily, and I always seem to have like the same goal and the same vision. So it's always there in my future vision. Okay, so once you've got your 4, has everybody got 4? Yeah, great. Okay, so just come back to closing down your eyes, remembering your 4. So finding a space, just getting your spine nice and long again, so you feel that you're a clear channel. Allowing yourself to just sit, take a breath in, breath out. Okay, and find that North Star vision again. Find your vision in your third eye space. And see that vision. And then see your temple that you have created. So allow that square that you drew to actually turn into a temple that you would love to embody and be in. Maybe it's marble, maybe it's sand, maybe it's gold, maybe it's bamboo. However your temple looks, just allow it to be created, and allow it to be created from your 4 pillars of your core values. And see yourself really embodying each of those values. So taking a moment to go through each one, and if you are truly living that value, truly living that core principle, how does your life look? How does your life feel? As you're feeling into them, and as you are embodying them in your physical being, can you sense where you might not be aligning, where maybe there is an indication for you to give a little bit more attention, or maybe ease off a little bit, giving yourself the opportunity just to find your balance. And then for a moment, allowing yourself to just look at your whole life, the whole purpose of your life. And allow yourself to feel into what your destiny could be. And in this moment, what are you doing to bring it into reality? And whenever you feel ready, just opening your eyes. And then I'm just going to go through these other few questions. So when we come into our physical practice, we've gone through a little bit of exploration to really like define how you're feeling and what you want to invite into it. So for you right now, what does success mean to you and how do you measure it? And it doesn't have to mean like the conditioned success of owning a home, having a big salary, or anything like that. You know, maybe success is how many people that you can make smile each day, how many people you can bring joy to their life, whatever that is. And also, if it doesn't come to you, it's totally okay, because I will leave this with you for afterwards, but it's just something for us to be curious about before we practice together. I remember when I was a child and all of my time growing up, my mum always used to say, oh, whatever you do, sweetheart, as long as you're happy. So she, and I, at one point when I was in my early 20s, I remember thinking, oh, God, my mum never pushed me. She just always said, as long as you're happy. So I felt at that time success meant that I needed more money and I needed to have a house and things. But now that means success to me, that I'm happy and that people around me are happy. So I thank my mum for that encouragement. What is your stand in the world? What do you stand for? What's your stand in the world? What do you stand for? Do you stand for love, for authenticity, for integrity, for hard working? Do you stand for like recycling and cleaning out the sea? And what stops you stepping up or making a stand? I mean, maybe nothing stops you. Maybe you do make a stand. Maybe there are things like that stop you because you don't want to have the abuse of other people if you stand up for somebody or a particular issue or something, or political view or something like that. And what is your relationship to authority? Who or what do you give authority to? Is it God? Is it the universe? Is it the government? Is it the royal family? Is it your own moral compass? And in what areas of your life do you lack direction or purpose? Is it career or fitness or relationships? And where do you need to establish better boundaries in your life? All of these things are very like in or out of balance Capricorn like questions or answers, if you like, and having those clear boundaries helps you achieve your goals and helps you be in a space of like health and integrity. I definitely struggle with boundaries in lots of ways in relationships to work, and not having like times when I don't answer WhatsApp or emails and things like that, which is definitely on my list to establish like a time of day when I look at that type of communication. And when you commit to something, do you deliver it? So what have you committed to that you've delivered, or do you commit to things that then you don't see through? Again, with no right or wrong. And then just give me a thumbs up if you feel like you're through those. Joe, great. Tracy, great. Thanks, Betty. Bianca, were they all right for you? Do you feel great? Awesome. I can just see like your hood, Josie. Like it's like seeing the Green Arrow or something, like a superhero comic book person at the bottom of my screen. Okay, so anything that's in there, in this thing that you've just written, anything that's in there, just want you to close your eyes for a moment and find your space, let go of your pen. You don't have to write anything at the moment, but anything that you have written down that you feel is blocking you, restricting you, or anything like that, I just want you to take a moment to close your eyes, hold your hands out in front of you with the palms facing up as if you're holding it. So the energy and the weight of those restrictions, of those things that might be blocking you achieve your North Star, align with your purpose. Just feel them in your hands. And feel the weight of them in both palms. And with your eyes softly closed, gaze into that third eye space and see beyond it, that North Star. See that dream, that potential for your life purpose. And we're going to gently blow, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, to blow away those restrictions, those blocks that you're holding in your hands. Bring your palms together. Rub your palms. Shake them out. Let them go. give yourself a moment to reconnect with that North Star. Realign, feel the lightness in your body, feel the smoothness in your breath, that free flowing energy that you're creating. And allowing yourself to hold this in your mind's eye. We're going to find our way to our mats. Does anybody need a bathroom break or anything like that before? Okay, right. Just have 2 minutes. If you need a bathroom break, run to the bathroom, and I will meet you on your mat in a moment. Are you keeping your dressing gown on, Josie, for the practice? Why? Is it really that cold?
Yeah. Well, I'll take it off like probably when we start moving. But I mean, it's probably not that cold, but when I don't have it on, I feel naked. I've got a jumper on and everything, but honestly, it's the first thing that I put on when I get in the house. I feel it's just like, it is a house coat.
It's a house coat.
Yeah. It's cold in this house. Even if you put the heating on, because the house is so big, it just goes cold straight away. Like my hands and feet are cold and stuff. But yeah, probably. I mean, I had it on this morning and I did a bit of Ashtanga and I took it off then. But as soon as I finish and then I sit down to like meditate at the end, I'm like, where is it? I need it immediately. Anyway, it matches my leggings today. Look, I'm like coordinated.
Very coordinated. Has the sound stopped? The background noise?
Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just air needed to get under my computer.
Yeah, it sounded like, yeah, it didn't sound very good.
I put it on a bowl.
Innovative.
I was like, oh man, what have I got that's like not gonna suck, not gonna heat it up. So great. Joe, I think we just went for Bianca. I think Bianca's got a cat. Okay, awesome. Okay, guys. So finding your place on your mat. We're going to start kneeling down. If you have anything like a bolster, or like, you totally don't have to go into this position, but it pretty soon after we get going, we're going to come into that sort of recline hero pose. So if you do want to have a pillow or a bolster or anything like that handy behind you to start with, then grab that. Would you need a moment to grab anything like that? Awesome, guys. We're going to start seated, having one palm on top of the other, closing down your eyes, getting a nice long spine. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And after that, moving around for a moment, refocus on that North Star, your North Star. Like you could become your very own goatfish. Like you can become your very own version of embodying your 4 pillars, your 4 core values, and truly living your Dharma, living your purpose, being your purpose, becoming it, allowing yourself to see it in that third eye space, seeing your dreams, being your own Dharma. Gazing into the night sky, picturing your North Star, that bright twinkling star, the one that you always see when you look out into the night sky, but you just don't know what name it is, but it is there every time you gaze up. Grounding through your breath, breathing in, breathing out, settling, breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1, holding it out for 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing out, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding out, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing out, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding out, 4, 3, 2, 1, one more round, breathing in, 2, 1, holding, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing out, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding it out, 4, 3, 2, 1, allow your natural breath to resume its rhythm, and feel that route that you have taken around your temple home, the 4 corners, the 4 values of your temple home that you have visited through your breath. And finding our earthly connection here in the sound of Om. Breathing in and out to prepare. Feeling that resonate through your body. And as you breathe, just gently inviting your spine to move. If you need to change position with your feet, that's totally okay. Otherwise, just gently starting to breathe in a cat-cow motion, so you're gently getting movement. Breathing, breathing in, breathing out. Your invitation to bring that pranic energy into your body, into that spine, connecting from that North Star above you, from the heavens above you as you gaze up, offering your breath down to the earth. 3 more breaths. 2. Last one. And maybe you take your hands down to set up, to come into that reclined hero's pose. So maybe you just sit and you stay up, and you take your sit bones down. You can sit on a cushion or a block and stay in that position. If you feel like it today, come back. Maybe you have one leg up, maybe you go all the way down with both legs, or you have one leg up. It's just going to be for a minute, so maybe a minute and a half. Great, or you can prop yourself up on your elbows, finding your breath. So as you're here, opening your heart, closing down your eyes, gaze into that third eye space, and really allow your vision, really allow that North Star to start to permeate into that third eye. See it and feel it, and invite it to be there and be in with you. If you chose to have one leg up and one leg down, then swapping sides so that you bring the other leg up. Keeping your breath. Find the steadiness of your breath and open your body, so you're opening, feeling it open through your thighs, through your heart, through that third eye space. Embodying being your own hero in this space. Your own dream maker. And then ever so gently starting to come up, taking your time. Maybe you bring one leg up, then the other leg, slowly coming back up. So you come into that kneeling with your feet out, and then bringing yourself back to a regular kneeling, so your feet are underneath your hip bones, sat on your sit bones. Coming on to your hands and knees. Spreading through your fingers. Closing down your eyes for a moment. Finding your breath. And gently allowing that cat-cow movement to come to you. So breathing slowly, inhaling, heart forwards. Exhaling, rounding. Feeling every bit of your spine, feeling your skeleton, feeling your joints. So with your eyes closed, feeling each part of your vertebrae move. Feeling both hands, both knees, the joints in your wrists, the joints in your hips, your whole skeleton structure, all of your joints. Everything is working together to move the pranic energy around your body so that you can fully embody your dreams, your North Star Dharma, as if after seeing it, we're now breathing it in, bringing it into your body. You're just going for 2 more. One more. Finding your neutral space, lift your shins, tuck your toes, and walk your hands back. Walk your hands back so we come into Malasana, come into a squat pose at the back of your mat. Oh, lovely guys. Bringing your prayer hands together, thumbs at your heart center, lifting up through your chest. Finding that root down to the earth, lifting through your heart. Now bring your right arm in front of your right shin. Raise your left arm up as if you're reaching up towards the sky, towards your North Star. Open up, gaze at your fingers, open your heart as if you're reaching to catch that star, breathing in. As you breathe out, bring that hand back. Come into prayer hands, joining them together. Inhaling, left arm coming across in front. Right arm reaching up, opening up, breathing to reach. Reaching for your North Star. And as you breathe out, bring it back, coming back to prayer hands. Right arm, inhaling, coming across, open out. It's just going to be an inhale. Exhaling, hands at your heart. Left side, left arm out in front, right arm up. Breathing in. Exhaling, prayer hands together. Right arm, last one each side, right arm in front. Open out your heart. Exhaling, prayer hands together. Left arm, take it out, right arm up. Exhaling, prayer hands together. Inhaling, stand up, press your palms. Come all the way up, reach up to the sky, reach your North Star. Breathing out, bring it down. Awesome, inhaling, reaching up, press down through your feet into the earth, reach up to the heavens. Exhaling, drawing it down into the core of your heart. Yay, inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, bringing it down. 2 more with your breath, your own pace. As you breathe in, just focus on where you're reaching. Focus on the heavens. Imagine as you do this, that your room disappears and you are pressing into that earth, reaching through the stars, up towards the North Star, with all of those constellations around you. Staying in your squat, reaching forwards. Drop your hands down, knees down. Inhale, lift your heart, gazing forwards. Exhaling, tuck your toes, downward dog. Walk out your heels. Breathing 3, 2, one more breath. Shifting for a vinyasa, inhaling, coming forwards to plank. You can go knees, chest, chin, or lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, gazing up. Exhaling, downward dog. Lifting your right leg high to the sky, reaching up. Exhaling, bringing your right foot in between your hands. Come up into warrior one, reaching both arms up. Open out, warrior two. Gazing over your right hand, middle finger of your right hand. Seeing your North Star, reaching for it, having a breath in. As you breathe out, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, long edge of your mat. Inhaling, reaching up to a star position. Exhaling into goddess. Earthing down, grounding down. As you breathe out, press down into the floor. Lift up with your heart. 3, feeling your strength, your earth, that tenacity and strength of your goatfish. Inhaling back to star, straightening out to the left side, warrior two. Finding that stability, that strength where you are. Opening out maybe a little bit more. So your heart opens, your chest opens, your hips open. Gaze at your middle finger of your left hand. Reaching with your arms. Can your arms reach more? 2, 1. As you drop your arms, you're going to face the other end of your mat. So drop your arms down, face what might have been the front of your mat, come into warrior one. Both arms up. Exhaling, hands to the floor. Inhaling, step it to plank. Holding your plank, breathing in. Either knees, chest, chin, or lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Gazing towards your hands, we're going to hop your feet to the outside edges, having a breath in. As you breathe out, hop both feet forwards, outside edges, back into that squat. Great, prayer hands together, thumbs at your heart center. Grounding down into the earth. Feel your space, feel your place on earth right now. Feel that amazing groundedness underneath you. As you breathe in, stand up, reach your palms upwards into the sky for your North Star. Breathing out, coming down, bringing it down to root, to home into the earth. Inhaling, coming up, reaching for your North Star. Breathing out, coming down. 3 more. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, drawing it down. 2 more. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, coming down. Last one. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, coming down. Staying in that squat position. Right arm, reach it across. It's just going to be for one. Take your right arm in front of your right shin. Left arm up. Open your heart, gazing up to reach that star. As you breathe out, prayer hands come back together in front of your heart. Changing sides, left arm. Reach it out, reach up. Exhaling, prayer hands coming back together. Hands down onto the mat in front of you. So you're coming into that squat position, setting your hands As we breathe out, we're going to hop back to plank and take a vinyasa. So breathe in, lift your heart. Breathe out, hop it back, lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Breath in, breath out through your mouth. Breath in. Walk your hands back. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. And allow yourself to hang and dangle in a forward fold. Fold your arms, hold your opposite elbow. Relax your head down. And give your head this moment to receive that blood flow, to receive that intuitive message, to fuel your third eye space, to fuel this North Star dream and manifestation, to fire it up with your energy. 3, 2, 1 more breath. Release your hands down. And walking them back out, walking them forwards, coming back into your downward dog. Having a breath in, breath out, hands and knees. Inhale, lift your heart, gazing up. Exhaling into child's pose. Just take your sit bones back, bring your forehead down to the earth. So you're connecting your third eye to the floor, or maybe you have potato hands, like one fist on top of the other, and you rest your forehead on them, so that you feel an earthly connection with your third eye space, and either the ground or your hands. 3, so we're bringing that dream, bringing your North Star into reality, connecting it to the earth. Reaching your arms forwards. Inhaling, rising up, all fours. Tucking your toes, exhaling, downward dog. Taking your left leg high to the sky, reaching it up. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Warrior 1, rising up, reaching up. Breathing out, warrior 2. Finding that strength through your warrior 2. Open out. So in your body right now, in your skeleton system, we are creating an energetic superhighway to bring the messages into earth, into your body, into your bones. Breathing in, straighten your left leg. Exhaling, Trikonasana, left hand down to your left foot. Right arm up. Find the alignment of your body like you have a magical pole star collection reaching through your body, taking your right arm up towards that pole in the sky, feeling the light waves moving through your whole body, connecting you down to the earth. Staying strong in your Trikonasana, knowing that there is another earthly light being keeping you here. More than your physical effort, finding your energetic, ethereal effort to hold you here. As you breathe in, rising up, facing the long edge of your mat, release your hands down. Prayer hands coming together for a moment, as if you can feel the energy running all the way through. Inhaling, come out into that star, reaching your arms out. Exhaling into goddess, invert your heels, dropping down, opening your heart. Breathe and feel that embodiment. One more breath where we are. Inhaling into that star, reaching up. Setting up for Trikonasana on the right side. Right foot turning out, right hand coming down, left arm up. Finding your alignment, so maybe there's a block or a brick, maybe you're hooking on to your big toes, maybe you're holding your shin, gazing up towards that left hand, feeling that length and alignment through your body, connecting to the energy superhighway that is running through your bones, feeling the light that is moving from your North Star, from the sky, down through your body into the earth. As you gaze up at that hand, just checking your own space and alignment. If you can open your heart a little bit more. Inhale, rising up. Warrior 2 to the right side. Breathing out. Finding that strength, the energy through your body. Breath in, opening across your chest. Breath out, drop your arms, facing into your warrior 1. Inhaling, arms rising up. Exhaling, hands to the floor. Inhaling to plank, step it back. Exhaling, chaturanga, lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Breath in, getting ready to hop to a squat. As you breathe out, hop your feet forwards into that squat. Nice prayer hands together, heart open. Taking your right arm out in front, left arm up, reaching up, opening your heart. Exhaling, prayer hands together. Left side, inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, prayer hands together. Going to bind if it feels comfortable. Right arm reaching out, left arm up. And maybe you reach around to bind around your right thigh, but you don't have to. If it doesn't feel right today, you can stay open arms. Feel your heart now opening out towards the sky. 3, 2. Oh, beautiful, guys. Such a nice time of day. I know it's not the best for light, but where the sun is now, lots of people have got the sun in a great place on their face. And releasing, bringing your prayer hands together. Inhale, left side, left arm down, right arm up. And coming in to bind or not. Remember, it's optional, you don't have to bind if it doesn't feel like that's the right move for you today. Just allowing your heart to open. Allowing your body to invite your dreams to come from that heaven space into earth. Like you're an embodiment of your dreams. You have those 4 pillars, your 4 core values that you are moving through. Inhaling, reaching your right arm up. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling, come up, all the way up, just 1, reaching up. Exhaling, coming down. Hands to the floor. Inhale, hop it back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out onto your hands and knees. Inhale, heart shifting forwards into cow. Exhale, rounding to cat. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, child's pose. Connecting your third eye space to either your hands, making a fist, or to the floor. Feeling that length in your spine. And as you breathe, I invite you to imagine that there is someone sat on your lower back by your sacrum, and they're just pushing it a little bit further down. So you feel this beautiful stretch and length. Feeling that North Star Dharma connected from your third eye into the earth. Inhaling, rising up, coming back onto all fours, back onto your hands and knees. Having a breath where you are, breathing in. Lifting up your feet, breathing out, downward dog. Breathing in, stay where you are. Breathing out, walking your hands back to your feet. Relax your head, fold your arms, let your spine hang. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, rising up. Just come up to stand with your arms reaching out, coming all the way up. Bringing them together above your head. Exhaling, bringing them down at your heart. And moving from your heart, okay? So inhale, arms go up, palms together. Exhale, reach them out as if we're scooping around the sky. Reach them out and down. Inhaling, walking your hands back out into downward dog. Pausing for a breath. Breathing out, all fours. Come down onto your hands and knees. Relax your toes. Inhale, spine going long. Exhaling, child's pose. Sit bones towards your feet, arms out in front. It's only one breath. Inhaling, rising up, all fours. Exhaling, downward dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Inhaling, right leg going high, reaching it high. Exhaling, right foot in between your hands. Crescent lunge, hips staying forward, reaching your arms up. Breathing out. Finding your balance. Keep visioning your North Star. Breathing in. Breathing out, hands behind your back. Interlock your fingers, lifting through your heart. Starting to take the weight onto your right foot. Lifting up, so you come into Warrior 3. Okay, finding your gaze, and then inviting your upper body down. So you come into a toppling tree, so you're just playing with your balance, finding your vision, inviting it to earth. Release your hands down. Bringing that left foot so it comes to set up for Parvattanasana, pyramid, so it comes a little bit closer. Inhaling, lengthening through your spine. Great, awesome guys. Exhaling, folding. So either staying static where you are, or you can breathe, breathing in, getting long, breathing out, folding down. Breathing in, getting long. Breathing out, feeling that amazing extra pulse of oxygen coming through your blood. So we're literally embodying your vision. Feel those bubbles going through your body as you breathe. Feel that unlocking of your energy channels, of the nadis. They're carrying your dharma, carrying your message from your dreams into the reality of your body. Bringing the weight back onto your right foot. Lifting up your left foot. Focusing on a drishti spot. Bringing yourself up so you're balancing on the right leg. And then inviting that left foot up. Bringing it up towards your hand. Oh, lovely. Find one place to stare at. Find your drishti with your peace fingers. Stay where you are. I'm going to turn to face you with your peace fingers holding on to that big toe. So you can stay where you are. You can hold on to furniture if you want to, or a wall. And then opening out. So maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe you just hold your knee. Maybe you open your whole leg out. Maybe you reach your arm out. Oh, good. And if you want to hold on to something, if you want to hold on to a wall or a chair or anything like that, be my guest. You are opening to welcome in. Welcoming in the strength and the tenacity and the flexibility that you need to be living your Dharma and bringing in your dreams. And as you breathe out, bring it into your comfortable tree, Vikrasana, whatever that is. So maybe it's foot up tree, maybe it is foot against joint, a thigh tree. Maybe it's prayer hands together. Maybe you come into opening your hands, bringing your first finger and thumb together, finding your balance here for 3, 2, feeling your earthly connection. 1, gently release it. So hopefully you'll still be facing the short edge of your mat, releasing both feet together, coming into your Tadasana. So find that groundedness of the floor. Feel the outside edges, lift up the arches, a little bit of your feet. I'm exaggerating it a bit, but just imagine that you have like little kind of crickets underneath there that you don't want to injure, which would be quite uncomfortable for them and us. But just a little bug or something that you want to protect. So that's why I picked crickets, because I thought they were a nice bug, not like a cockroach or something. Breathing, opening your heart. Feel your Tadasana. Feel your mountain. Feel this space on earth, and underneath your feet is your earth, your place on this earth, where you are open, receiving, feeling your head light, the stars above you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Prayer hands together, exhaling them, bringing them to your heart. You're going to have a breath in. As you breathe out, hop to squat, coming down. Yay, nice. Flat hands onto the floor. Inhale, so it's as if we are in a squatted frog. Lift your heart, gaze up. Breathing out, take it back, plank, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Breath in, breath out. Walk your hands back. Hands go back to your feet, back of your mat. Relax your head down. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up to stand, arms out, reaching out and up to the sky. Prayer hands together, breathing out, draw them down into your heart. This is your own body temple prayer. Inhaling, prayer hands are together. We go up with your hands up to the sky. And then as if you are wiping around the universe with your dreams, taking your arms out as you fold. Inhale, heart lifting. Exhale, refolding. Relax your head, fold your arms, hold your opposite elbow, dangle your spine. For 3, 2, finding length in that spine. 1 more breath. Hands to the floor. Inhaling, walking them out. Back to downward dog, breathing in. Staying in downward dog or shifting to plank for a vinyasa. Inhaling forwards, exhaling down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg high to the sky, reaching it up. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Crescent lunge, so your hips are staying square, coming up. Find your breath. As we're breathing here in this position, while you breathe out, feel yourself grounding down into the floor. So maybe that feels like your tailbone is tucking down. You're feeling a slight contraction in your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. So it's as if you're drawing in from the front and up from underneath. Find a drishti spot, something that you can stay focused with your gaze. Now as you breathe out, drop your hands down behind your back, interlock your fingers, lifting through your heart, taking the weight onto that left foot, finding your way first into what feels like a warrior 3, and then slowly playing with dropping your torso down. Find that spot to stay focused on. 3, 2, 1. Releasing your hands down. Oh, great, guys. And then slowly bringing that right foot. So it comes down to set up for pyramid, Parsvottanasana, squaring off your hips. Inhaling, getting long through your spine. Either we're using your breath or staying static, breathing out, folding. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. Inhale, lengthening. Finding those channels in your body as you breathe. One more, inhaling. Exhaling. You're taking the weight back onto that left foot, and your right foot is just hovering. So you're grounding solely through the left, through that feminine energy, through that moon, and invite your right leg up, bringing your right foot around. So stay facing your short edge. I'll turn to face you. Bringing your peace fingers onto that big toe. Okay, set your drishti. Set your focus. It's like you're setting your focus for your North Star. And as you breathe in, opening out, embodying all that you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you bring it back in, finding your tree, your Vikrasana. So you have 2 options. You have that foot up tree, or you have foot against your thigh tree. What do you feel like the hand position is right for you? What hand position is embodying your 4 pillars? What brings it in? Is it arms up? Do you have a drishti? Is it arms down? Where is your own authentic expression? One more breath. Releasing it down into your Tadasana. Finding that space, finding your embodiment of your mountain. Feel a moment of feet down, grounding into the earth, whatever little creature you are looking after underneath the arches of your feet. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hop out to squat. So as you breathe out, squat down. Plant your palms, lift your heart, gaze up. Breathe in your North Star, breathe in your Dharma. Breathe out, hop back to plank, lower down. Inhaling, upward dog, opening your heart. Exhaling, downward dog. Breathing in, breathing out, knees. Inhaling, heart lifting, drinking in. Exhaling, child's pose, balasana, however you can connect the third eye to the floor or the earth, either on your fists or all the way down. Breathing just for 5. Feeling the openness that you have been embracing and the closeness that is happening to you at the moment. Inhaling, all fours. Exhaling, downward dog, tucking your toes. Inhaling, three-legged dog, extending it up. Exhaling, right foot in between your hands. Crescent lunge, rising up. Breathing out, setting your space. Taking the weight onto your right foot to prepare for Natrajasana, coming into dancer pose. So find your drishti, find your North Star. Prepare your weight onto that right foot, reaching for your left foot. Okay, so this is just for you to reach for your dreams. Okay, it doesn't matter so much how it looks, focusing on the reaching for 5, 4, 3, holding it in that right hand, 2, 1, breathing out. We're going to try and take it back. So holding that foot, gently stepping it back, into your crescent lunge, reaching your arms up. Okay, moving out, come to face the long edge of your mat. So going through straight legs, preparing for goddess, opening out into your goddess. You have got this. Feel your embodiment. Feel those 4 pillars. So your legs, your arms, your 4 joints here, both shoulders, both hips, they could be representing your 4 core values. One more breath. And releasing, turning in the opposite direction. Back into your crescent lunge. Refind that North Star vision. And whenever you feel ready, taking the weight onto the left foot, reaching for your right. Finding your Natrajasana for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same way, when you release, gently come back. Back to crescent lunge, inhaling. Open out to the long edge. Straight legs, breathing out, goddess. Inhaling. Exhaling, hands to knees. And maybe you move in your goddess. Just stirring up everything that you've been inviting in. Feel that sensuous grounding movement. You have been inviting and bringing it in. Embodying all your dreams. 3, 2, Coming still, breathing in, breathing out, straighten your legs. Turning to face the top of your mat, inhaling, step forwards, reach up. Exhaling, hop to squat, last time. Hands to the floor, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hop to plank, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breath in, breath out, bringing it back to earth, knees. Child's pose, sit bones towards your heels, head to the earth. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then gently bring yourself back to the same as how we started. As you inhale, come to kneeling down, and however you felt comfortable. So maybe you're sat on a cushion, maybe you stay upright, maybe you come back a little bit. So coming into your hero. Maybe you've got one leg up, maybe you are all the way down. We're going to be here for about 10 breaths. So if you're going for 1 foot up, we'll do 5 breaths on one side. I'm going to go a bit more. Oh, super, guys. If you had one leg up, swapping sides. Gently bringing yourself back up, back into a kneeling position. Taking a moment to allow your spine to lift and get long. And we're going to shift your weight over to your left. And as you shift to your left, move your feet. So you're in this kind of square shape. You're going to have a little twist before coming into Shavasana. So you can stay in this position. If it's comfortable for you to have a half lotus with that foot, go for that, but you don't have to. You can also have it down, taking your right arm up, breathing out, bringing your right arm across, inhaling, heart lifting. Maybe you reach around for that foot or the top of your thigh with your left arm, looking over your left shoulder. And as you breathe, feel that amazing column of light, your own dream maker essence, which is your connection to spirit, to the energy around you, and embodying it in your physical being, bringing it to earth. Making your Dharma a reality. On your next breath in, slowly allow yourself to unravel. Breathing out, relax your hands back, lift your feet up, and move them over to the other side. Either having your feet flat or coming in to half lotus, whatever feels right for you. Taking your left arm up, left arm across, inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, looking over your right shoulder with your left arm coming around. So maybe that left arm reaches for your foot, or maybe it's on top of your thigh, getting long. Feeling that amazing energetic superhighway that is your spine, that is the channels of your chakras, that is you. You're amazing in this human form. You are the embodiment of all of your dreams, and you can bring your Dharma into reality. On your next breath in, release, come back to the center. Breathing out, rest your hands behind you, take your legs out, and just a little stamp around with your feet, shake your legs, whatever you feel like doing to move the energy around. 3, 2, And then depending on how you feel, you can either take a headstand if you feel like a headstand. If you feel like you just want to chill out and you want to go legs straight up, go legs straight up. If you want to come into shoulder stand, come into shoulder stand, headstand. Don't worry about where anyone else goes. This is just for you. Okay, whatever feels nice, nourishing, and most importantly, where you can flip the energy. So although we've done downward dog, we haven't done a lot of heavily elevated legs. So we're inviting that blood to come out through your feet, down your legs, into your upper body, your head. Feel your energy have a little shake up. And whenever you feel ready, gently bringing yourself down. If you were a shoulder stander and you want to go into fish pose, so just open up your heart, coming into fish pose. If you did headstand and you wanted to come into child's pose, whatever feels right for you in this moment. And then finding your Shavasana when you feel ready. I invite you to choose how that Shavasana looks for you today. So maybe it's lying down, and our Shavasana is going to be 7 minutes, okay? So maybe you lie down and get a blanket, maybe you want to sit, maybe you want to lay down but have your legs elevated so your legs are up. The choice is yours. How does your body feel? And what is the conversation that you're having with your body? What is it asking you to do? You can turn your lights off. You can turn your screen off if you want to, just to be quiet. And I promise I'm only going to talk for a minute and then I'll be quiet and let you enjoy your Shavasana. I would love to invite you back to your North Star, to that meditation that we opened our session with today. I would love for you to be able to feel the earth underneath your body and for you to sense the stars around you. And if you are somewhere now that it is dark, enjoying the night that has descended upon us during our practice. And as you close your eyes, feel all of the constellations around you and allow yourself to feel weightless in space, enjoying this moment. And if you lose yourself and your mind starts to interrupt you, focus on your breath. And remember, you are stargazing, being curious about this infinite sky and the constellations around you. I am going to put myself on mute so that I won't disturb you, but I'll stay here. Enjoying that sky, enjoy your Shavasana. Keeping your eyes softly closed, just sensing your breath. Sensing your breath in your body. And feeling your connection. Your connection on earth at the moment. And being curious about how that Capricorn energy is sitting with you and inviting that gift of wisdom and intuition to come through you, through the earth, through the sea, through the sky, through the energy around you, so that you can feel it in your own humanity. And allowing that wisdom and intuition to help you align with your own North Star. Bringing a little bit of movement into your fingers and your toes. Taking your time to feel out the space around you, having a stretch. Maybe you have a full body stretch. Maybe you hug your knees in towards your chest and have a little rock. Slowly bringing yourself up to a seated position. Bringing your prayer hands together. Taking as much time as you need. And we're going to finish with 4 ohms. And those ohms are for each of your pillars in your own human temple that you've created. In your energy, with your intention. And feel them resonate within you, connecting you to the earth. Breathing in and out to prepare. Feel that vibration moving through spirit, through your earthly body, through your bones, through your joints, through the matter of your being. Offering a little bow inwardly to your own inner guru, your own inner teacher. Opening your eyes whenever you feel ready. Thanks everyone. And then I would love to invite you to, if you need a bathroom break, you can have a bathroom break. If you want to write any reflections or anything, you don't have to, it's just an invitation, but write anything down. Equally, if you just want to unmute and talk to me, that's also okay. But we'll just have a couple of minutes for you to regroup, whether that's bathroom or journal or chatting or tea. Betty, have you just put on the TV?
No, it's on YouTube on them. It's like Tibetan music playing. But then it went onto a new one and it was like bright blue in my eyes. I was like, no.
I just saw you with the controller and I was like, oh, Betty's
just watching TV. So it's like a nice little, it looks big blue on there, but it's just playing some music.
Oh, is that a plant or is it a picture of a plant behind you?
No, I've got plants everywhere, but I've got my ladder there still because I was putting some on.
Oh,
I'm doing the living room, but I'm just making it as planty as possible.
oh, that's so nice.
I love it. I've bought this massive ivy. I've put it on like an altar space, but it loves living here, which is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And it's huge, isn't it?
Huge, yeah.
I thought it wouldn't do well because it's quite shady, but it loves it.
Wow. Is that like Josie when Josie lived in Vietnam, she had a plant that when it sounded like it was that type of plant, and by the story of this plant, it could kind of go the whole length of a hallway on its own.
That's amazing.
Without really being that looked after, I think. I was like, wow, that's the sort of plant I need.
Yeah. It's taken me a long time to be able to look after plants. Oh, guys, as you come back, anything that you want to share from like the previous questions before we started our practice, or anything that come up for you? This is totally random, but I had there's like a really bright star just outside, and it was wherever I was at that time. So when I opened my eyes, when it got a bit darker, you were talking about the star, and there's just one star. Obviously Newcastle is quite light polluted, so I don't know, there's probably a lot out there, but I can just see one, which was amazing. I don't know, it might actually be Jupiter, but anyway, it's amazing because it went really well with what was happening. Oh, perfect. It's great if it's a good practice if it's dark. I did it the other day and it was dark and it was great. Today, for me, it's still sunny, so but I can just imagine it. Yeah. How did you find like drawing the 4 pillars? Did those things come easily to you?
Yeah, it was quite nice. I liked drawing the 4 pillars. I couldn't remember the 4th though when we were just sat at the end thinking I was trying to reflect on my 4 pillars and I couldn't remember the 4th one, but maybe that means it's not as important. I don't know. Yes, maybe it means it's not as important. Yeah. I feel like they're such great ways to have a structure to bring, like, you know, the dream into reality as well, because it helps grounding it. Yeah, yeah. How did everybody else do or feel? I actually felt quite emotional when I was writing my 4 pillars, and it's funny because when I come to the North Star, like when I came to that, it came pretty much straight away to me, and it was something that's similar in my human design, the one that you shared with me as well. So I've been on that so on that human design, when it says
I can't remember if it's life path or something similar, but it's basically to bring beauty and love into the world. And when I first read that, I was like, oh, okay, beauty, it's a bit like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know, because it's that whole thing of it being like skin deep, that whole thing, I'm like, no, like, but then I'm like, no, I'm looking at it very like one-dimensionally, and I'm like, no, I am actually like, this is the things that I love doing. Like, I'm a creative person, I love to paint, I love to bring in that, and then bringing in love, like that's me being a healer. So it just really reinforced that for me, which I found quite amazing. But then I found the 4 pillars quite emotional, because they were more to do with me, whereas the North Star I have is more to do with other people and bringing that for other people. But I did find that the 4 pillars for me were to give that to myself first. So I had community, being present, love, and self-healing. I feel like they're really important for me to have, to actually be able to give anything out. And I feel like I have been neglecting some of them. So it really resonated for me, and yeah, was something that I definitely need to work on all of them.
Oh, great. Yeah, me too. I think it's a really good grounding exercise, because when we get to like the out of balance Capricorn, those 4 pillars help us bring in a balanced Capricorn energy, because the out of balance Capricorn is that hierarchy, striving, the CEO, the boss, that like kind of, for me, like the negative kind of like side of like push and go. I just want to be like the best and the top of this thing and earn the most money and and doing it like at anybody else's expense. So that out of balance, too much Capricorn is just like going, treading on people if they feel that they need to. So these 4 pillars is such a great way for us to balance the Capricorn energy. And in like the field of work that we're in, I think it resonates with us more to bring in that love and community and relationship to balance it out.
Yeah, that really rings true for me, because I find when I'm out of balance, I get really frustrated. Like with other people around me, I'm like, I get so frustrated. So that's kind of like where love comes in for me as well, because it's like, well, no, obviously that's just the first initial reaction when I'm out of balance. But the love part of it for me is also like that forgiveness and just not being frustrated and that kind of thing. So yeah, I totally feel that.
Yeah, thanks, Betty. Oh, would anybody else like to share anything from those exercises? That's cool if you don't. Okay, so these exercises, if we have time at the end, I'll come back to them. But I'd like to give you these for you to explore afterwards, if you want to. Okay, so you don't have to, but it's just a way to explore a little bit of that Capricorn energy that's around at the moment. So things like time and integrity, doing what you said when you said you would do it. If kind of like New Year's resolutions, but that's why I think lots of us kind of give up making New Year's resolutions, because you have them and then there's a big list and you don't do them. So it's good to just, if you're going to meet somebody, that you show up and meet them, that you don't cancel with them. If you are going to go to a yoga class or do a run or decorate the lounge or whatever you're doing, that you do it. So give yourself, over like between now and the next time we meet in a couple of weeks, just give yourself a couple of things to hold yourself accountable for. And the other thing, it's a really nice thing to do at this moment, is make a list of all the things that you've achieved, and acknowledging yourself, and noticing how you feel about that. Whether you've, and it can be, anything, like maybe being a good person, maybe looking after your neighbours' cats when they've been away on holiday, helping somebody like during the pandemic with their shopping, doing university or another study or anything like that, doing this course, showing up for this course, and and then a list of some other things that you want to achieve. So this isn't going to be like, it's not homework as such, it's just my invitation for you to feel the energy that's Capricorn. So if you're going to do it this week before next weekend, because then we move from Capricorn into Aquarius. So the energy that's around us that's going to help you feel this will then move into something else. And it ties in with those 4 pillars as well. So if you're in a place of your life right now that you do want to achieve something and you want to move forwards in whatever way that is, whether it's just emotionally, physically, work, socially, whatever it is, this is a great time. If you've kind of missed that window of New Year's resolutions, this next week, like the next 6 days, is your time to get in the zone and get in that space. So that is for you, and I'll send you this PDF so that you can, and you'll have the recording, so you can play with it and see how you feel. Okay, so our Capricorn energy. So these are each session. Bianca, you might have seen on like the resources page, there's a few little, these are kind of the things that we go through for each session. So they help you with your own practice, or if you were teaching somebody else, and if you just want to feel their energy around it. So the meaning of Capricorn can be manifesting dreams and purpose. So there's lots of other kind of slight variations on that meaning. But for me, when I meditate and sit with it, I really feel like at Capricorn, the Capricorn energy is our dream maker. It's like the energy that has the ability to bring things into reality. So even though we just have this month that the sun is in it, every single month we have the chance when the moon is in it. And wherever you are in your natal chart, you have Capricorn in there somewhere, you know, so we've all got a little bit of it in there, and you can tap into that energy right now with the sun, and also when we get into the moon of it. And that mantra, like I stand, I endure, I succeed. So it's kind of got that, you know, when you, and again, this is like my interpretation of it. So if you sit and feel that for you, or do you like my insanely bad spelling of perseverance? I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like I've just made up a whole new word. Duty, responsibility, commitment, and something that looks, I looked at that and I went to spell change it, and I don't know what happened, but obviously it didn't happen. That this is how I felt the mantra: I stand, I endure, I succeed. And I was thinking about not so much the goat fish, but like the goat, and how you see those mountain goats and just climbing up, and you know, they just kind of keep going, and even though it's like a vertical hill that they're going on, they're just plodding along, chewing the grass and getting to the top. And in this energy, like I'm moon and sun Capricorn, and I feel that one of the qualities that I have is tenacity and conscientiousness, and it was on my school report. Every single school report said the same thing. And I just kind of like keep plodding along, keep going, keep showing up, keep doing it. But it's one of those things that you can, if that's something, the energy that you need right now, this is a time to really bring it in. Connects to our root chakra, so that earthing. And with if you're creating your own practice or a practice for somebody else, you could make a root chakra, Muladhara chakra practice that's focused around that as well. So if it wasn't, if you didn't feel the same as the practice that we just did, you could use that. And each sign is connected to an element. So the Capricorn element being earth, and it's a cardinal sign. And cardinal signs are connected to the creator and can also be seen in connection with Brahma. So thinking about this energy of, it's just amazing, isn't it? Obviously I'm a bit biased to Capricorn because it's my sign, but I'm like, wow, it's so cool. And it's our, like, creating with the earth, creating with your root and being grounded. So in this sign, it does have the yin element attached to it. I feel like I quite like having that movement with the yang element. So our practice wasn't so much yin based, but more moving. But that yin of just being steady and still, and taking time, connecting with the earth and slowing down. Keywords that are connected with Capricorn: duty, responsibility, commitment. That is supposed to be perseverance, but I've made a totally new word that looks like something to do with the moustache and acne. Endurance, and I can't change it from here, but I'll change it before I send it to you. Endurance, the mountain goats. And that it being this cardinal cross. So I thought it was good to mention those other signs to see, obviously you're going to get, I think it's Cancer next time, but Libra, Aries, Cancer and Capricorn all being cardinal signs. And having this, where you feel the difference. So when we get to Cancer, Cancer's the opposite to Capricorn. And Cancer being the emotional security and Capricorn being our physical, financial security. So it'd be really interesting for you to feel out the direct correlation between those two and see whether you feel, insecure in your emotional being and more secure in your physical being, and how you can draw in the Cancer energy to just bring that emotional security in a little bit more. So the ruler, the planet ruler for Capricorn is Saturn. So in a lot of ways, like Capricorn, and I think it's what I kind of like always thought, but Capricorn can be hard work because you've got this Saturn. So Saturday, the day that we're in, is a day of Saturn. So another great exercise for you to do if you find that like Saturn holds you accountable, Saturn out of balance can also bring you into a place of being addicted to stuff and not being very disciplined. And if you want to kind of like break the cycle of your Saturn, you can try fasting on a Saturday. So you could do like a juice fast, or you could just fast from I don't want to say addictive, but stimulative foods, so you could just have like a rice day or something like that. But Saturday, the day of Saturn, is a great day if you've got, irrespective of Capricorn or anything like that, if you feel that you are struggling with discipline, you're struggling with accountability, Saturday is a day for you to try and break the pattern of Saturn and get through it. So if you wanted to, you could fast every Saturday for 16 Saturdays or 12 Saturdays, or you can just do one and see how you go, obviously. I did it at the beginning of last year for 16 Saturdays, and it was really hard, but I did get used to it. I really like food, so I tried like just having liquid on those days, so from sunrise to sunset. It's not too bad because it's winter as well if you start in January. Okay, so the other association for us and that goat thing is where we were talking about Saturn and Capricorn and our Dharma, and that also being connected to karma, and the goat being the scapegoat. So there are lots of stories that basically people kind of put their bad karma and put like their history and things that they've done onto the goat, the scapegoat, and then they would boot it out. So it was a myth that, or a legend or a tale that the Capricorn energy holds onto the past karmas of people and past histories, and it was a time to work it off. But you can work through that, and that's also can be helped with your Saturn fast, if that was something that you feel is like being a little bit unstable for you. So it's also in the 10th house. So having all of those little pie charts, the 10th house rules Capricorn. So when you look at your natal chart, like me, for example, I'm Capricorn, Sun and Moon, but it's in the 8th house. So if it was in the 10th, I would have like a really strong 10th house Capricorn, because Capricorn would be in the 10th house. Does that make sense? So it just means that that part of the pie chart is the ruler of this particular energy and this star sign. And that 10th house is associated with things like career, long-term goals, public image and leadership. So a bit like what we were saying for that CEO type of, striving and moving forward. So if you did have Capricorn in your 10th house and Saturn in there, you might be a crazy, power-hungry CEO. You might be Donald Trump. I don't know why he popped into my... Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Or... I can't think of anyone, no one else has come to mind, but that did. The body part is our knees, and just generally like knees, joints, skeleton, your bones. So this time of year is a good time to think about like vitamin D and how you're feeling in your bones and your joints. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, obviously we've got less light at that time, so it can be a time that's weakening those bits of your body. So anything that you can do to bring about more strength, whether that's through food, through vitamins, through getting some sunshine, through doing exercise that demands your joints, so even like weight training or something like that, or more yoga. Noticing how your knees feel as well. How are your knees holding you? How are they either giving you balance or taking you off balance? Previously, when things haven't been so great in my life, I've had knee problems, and they have actually disappeared now. But I used to have a lot of knee problems, and they were definitely connected with not knowing where I was going, not knowing what was happening in my future, not knowing where I was coming from in my past. So being able to really home in on that energy has helped so much. Okay, so when it's in imbalance or in shadow, we've talked about the power hungry kind of stepping over people, not really worrying about what you're doing to other people in order to get to your goal. And that can also bring about this shift into insecurity. So you might feel that you go into survival mode. So it's another way of saying the same sorts of things. So if you're in survival mode, maybe you do stuff that isn't really in alignment with the best interests of everybody around you, because you're just going at it for however you feel you need to survive. And if you have a lack of this energy, it can also be bringing you off balance to stand your ground. So that sense of balance, strength and flexibility. So like in our physical practice, if you go for strength and flexibility, you can bring the physical into what's happening in your life as well. So are you able to meet yourself where you're at and meet other things that are happening? So your challenges that are at work, that are in your social life, that are with your emotional, spiritual well-being, or can you meet yourself in your authentic self and be strong where you are, listen to reason and find the strength and flexibility to move forwards? So even a really nice thing to offer people balance would be a standing meditation in Tadasana, because in that Tadasana, you're grounding, finding your strength and allowing people to envisage those imbalances and move through them with your strength. So when it is in balance, so because we're all women here, I've put the feminine of this, but in the resources page on my website, I've put you up like goddesses and gods kind of archetypes chart, which has got all of the star signs and a list of the masculine and feminine for each of them. So this Capricorn energy, when it's in balance, is like the ultimate spirit. So, and it says about it like making the laws and the ultimate authority, which kind of could sound a little bit negative if you think about it more in like divine intelligence, you know, so connecting to the spirit energy, connecting to our earth energy and being in alignment with your own spirit energy, and that being where you're bringing in the wisdom, and maybe like thinking about like laws of nature as opposed to, you know, laws of staying on the left side of the road or the right side of the road. And the archetypes and goddesses are things like the sensual woman, the queen bee, the matriarch, the businesswoman, the counselor, the elder, the wisdom keeper. I mean, who doesn't want to be Capricorn? Who doesn't want to enjoy the Capricorn season? Yay. Okay, so then some asanas that we can use to help us embody the Capricorn energy. So obviously we did we do all these? We sort of did all of these. So these are the ones that I have felt. So when I've been practicing for myself, so the invitation for everybody is to have a daily practice, or if it's not daily, like a practice that happens in the time of each star sign so that you can feel the energy. And when I have been practicing just for myself, just to feel my own Capricorn energy, my practice has had some of these in it, but the hand to big toe pose is something that I really feel in this time of Capricorn energy, that and the tree pose, because it feels so grounded and earthy whilst opening and reaching for the stars, a bit like Trikonasana but stood up, you know. As I'm looking at Trikonasana, it's kind of like that but on one leg. And then for me, for a really long time, I was experimenting with flying pigeon from that pose, but it's something to play around with. So maybe in terms of, you know, bringing in your dream, what is a pose that you feel, that you really feel is inviting you to experiment with that? So they don't have to be hard poses. And your practice could be yin, it could be yang, it could be a mixture of both, it could be Kundalini, it could be more meditative. However you feel, you can, it's like a medicine. So we're in this Capricorn medicine moment. So how can you harness the medicine that is in the air for the next week and bring it into the reality of your body and your life? It's so exciting. Like, you've only got 1 week. You've got 1 week to do it. And it's all there, and the stars are there, and the energy is there. And see, if you put your hands up, if I put my hands up at the moment, I'm like all tingly and like, wow, it's amazing. So yes, I would love it if you had any questions or you wanted to share anything from that. I might go back to the post. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Did I go too quickly through those? Great. Everyone's really quiet today.
I don't feel quiet. I just don't want to talk all the time. I don't want it to just be me.
Oh, that's all right. But just how did you guys feel in like with the energy? Do you feel that you have a sense of that energy that you would enjoy playing with for the next week? I'll just answer for you. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Let me ask you another question. How did you feel about my cockroach? I don't know why I said cockroach. I said cricket, and then I was like, oh, that's nice. I don't mind having a cricket under my foot, but I wouldn't like a cockroach. So I don't know why I had to share with you cockroach.
That actually really, really made me laugh.
Yeah, I had a little chuckle.
Well, it would definitely keep your arch up, wouldn't it? Was the other thing that I thought I'd be going, oh, I don't want that underneath my foot. So, if you would like to, then for the next week, I would love to invite you to feel out your own practice. Doesn't have to be very long. Maybe you start journaling and you could have a 5-minute meditation just to sit and allow yourself to feel that North Star energy. Write down your dreams and then have a physical practice that feels like you're inviting your dream to come into your body. So you're inviting what you're seeing in a physical way through these poses, and then give yourself a little shavasana or meditation. So your practice could be 20 minutes, it could be half an hour, it could be an hour, whatever feels like you have the time for. And then these questions for you to consider sometime between now and next Friday when the energy moves into Aquarius. So see how you feel, and if again it's your study and it's your course, so it's however you feel you want to put into it. And if you want to share with me what you've written down, what you've been practicing, I would love to receive it. And if you don't, that's also okay too.
I
Yeah.
maybe have a question, if I may.
Yes.
When is suggested to have a class or a practice for Capricorn? So when is Cap season, when the moon is in Capricorn, but maybe also when you feel unbalanced, also if maybe the season is another one or the moon is wherever else.
Yeah.
When is the right moment when you feel it?
When you feel it, so if you thought I need to bring in some Capricorn energy because you have all of the things that we have been talking about, you haven't been feeling those and you want to bring it in, then totally you can just tune into your Capricorn energy and have a look in the sky where the Capricorn constellation is. So you don't have to do this, but it's an extra thing that would help you focus on the energy. But you can get different apps. There's one called Skylight, and you can put it around the sky any time of day, and it will show you where the constellations and planets are. So you could then just place your map in the direction of the constellation of Capricorn so that you were directing your energy towards it to invite that in. So in that case, you could do it at any time of year or month.
Thank you.
Great question, though, and it's such a nice thing to do outside as well. You know, for you or for other people, and you were thinking, oh, let's get some of the medicine from this particular constellation, and you can show them where it is and take their mats into that space.
If I have a question as well. Oh, sorry, Bianca.
No, please go ahead.
I was just looking at my chart and like where I have got Capricorn in my chart. So in my chart it says I've got Capricorn in Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So does that mean then because Saturn? Is that right? It's the ruler. Did you say?
Yes. So you've got a lot of that Saturn and Capricorn energy. So things like
Is being recorded.
Yeah, things like maybe being free from addiction or sticking to things, but I don't think you really have those problems, do you?
Not really. But I was just wondering, yeah, because actually did a Saturn practice today, but I didn't know that Saturn was Capricorn's ruler. So yeah, I was just interested as like what it actually means. Like, would it be really strong like traits within me because it's in my chart, it's in the ruling planet.
Together. In the positive sense for you though, you do have that dedication and work ethic, and you do just keep going and achieving, and you're really strong-willed in that way.
Oh, thanks.
That's all right.
For me, well, obviously Saturn is my ruling planet for my sun sign of Capricorn. And I find like I have the opposite because my Saturn's actually Sagittarius. And people always say that I come across like Sagittarius. No, I know I'm not. I know I'm Capricorn. But I think I do actually struggle with that kind of lack of discipline. And I think that has a big part of it is my Saturn is in Sagittarius.
That's that Saturday, something like that Saturday fast, because for you want to bring on more Saturn energy to help you get towards it. So you could try doing a Saturday fast, or even just dedicating your Saturday to Saturn and bringing in that energy of discipline and focus.
Mm-hmm. I have actually fasted today by accident, so I'll see how it goes.
Oh, thanks, Betty.
I would ask another question, sorry. I was wondering, always regarding when to use practices related to one sign or instead of one other. Is there something that we can do specifically related to somebody's or our own natal chart? So for example, if I have a square between some planets or a triangle, maybe I should go for a practice instead of another, and so on.
Well, in the beginning, on the first class, what we do is feel out all the signs. So for you, what we can do is craft a class where you have 2 poses for your sun and 2 poses for your moon, and then the other part for whatever the energy is that we're in the sun or the moon at that time. So that would help you find your like personal natal chart balance. So if you looked at 2 poses that you feel represents your sun sign, so your Aquarius, we haven't done that yet, we're coming to that soon. Have we done Aries? I can't remember. I think we did Aries the first one, didn't we? So I think we've done Aries, so that you'll be able to find the poses from that. So you would have a practice of, I'll rewrite it on like the email that I send out after this class, but a practice of Surya Namaskar A, and then your sun sign, 2 poses, and then Chandra Namaskar, the moon salutation, and then 2 poses for your moon sign, and then the rest of the practice for whatever the energy is of the sun or the moon at that time, depending on what you want to invite. So it's quite bespoke for you personally, but also what medicine you want to invite at that time.
Thanks.
That's right. Mm-hmm. How did you go, Joe and Tracy?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it felt it kind of a lot of what you were doing in the practice and what we've spoken about kind of made sense. I kind of read a little bit about Capricorn and had been thinking about it in my practice. So yeah, it was really nice. I'm feeling like that real earth energy, I think, the last few weeks. And that kind of, I think when we were doing just the journaling before with the questions, there was something that was just coming up, and I think it just kind of came up again about like that, just fulfilling what I feel and it's not anything kind of like external, but just that kind of like internal kind of fulfilling what I, you know, is my goal or what I want to be kind of kind of manifesting. So yeah, it all kind of, yeah, it's felt really good, and it's kind of made sense, I think.
Oh, brilliant. Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Vic. I think I've got some work to do on purpose and direction.
Don't worry if let it come, and it doesn't have to be too serious, you know, like feel into it in a light-hearted way.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody. So feel free, I'll send you an email probably today or tomorrow, just on that and with our recording, and any like questions or anything that comes up over the next week, then please feel free to email or WhatsApp or anything like that. And see you soon. Oh, and there's I did a practice on Insight Timer last week for Capricorn, like the one that we just did, and I'm going to do one every month. So I'm going to do one on the 30th, I think it is. I'll pop it in the WhatsApp group. I'm going to do one on Aquarius. So it's I can't remember what day or time I put it, but it's around about the 30th, I think. So feel free to jump on to that. Oh, thank you, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Thanks so much for your energy. Thanks for being here. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this Capricorn week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thank you, Vic.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, ciao.
Bye.
Thank you, Vic. Have a nice evening. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Mm.